Hey, I'm Jazz.
And I'm BRITT.
NYCWAO. Let's talk about
Power.
Okay, really, y'all, my Millie Rock is sick though. Like I can't, I'm sitting down.
But I'm a little lightheaded. I'm spent now.
That's because she's 5'0" nothing. Okay, believe that 5'1" crap if you want. Power was turned up. This is episode 7, guys. Turn up worthy character was Tommy. We always give it to Tommy. I love me some Tommy, but Tommy was turn up worthy character for me.
Tommy loyal.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like throughout the episode, he just was doing
smart-ish.
He was moving smart. Yes, he was moving smart. That's exactly what I was saying.
He's like a Men in Black agent. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking on his feet. All of these obstacles are coming at him. He don't know who's who. This might be an alien. She might be an alien. He might be an alien.
Most valuable character. I'm so tired because
you talking about?
Y'all see what I gotta do?
They should be what is it? Patronizing me.
Hold up. But most valuable character was Tommy. Because he checked Tariq. Give me a minute.
Where's she going?
Well, you just continue.
All right. Well, the most valuable character was Tommy because, when Tariq was sitting there, playing his video games or whatever, he's sitting there still high off of his lean.
He was leaning on that codeine.
Remember that? And he's asking Tommy like, "Yo, was you like selling drugs and killing people with my pops?"
Does anybody understand Tariq when he's talking? Half the time, I don't know what the hell he's saying with his damn speech impediment ass.
Yeah. Did my dad and my mom's put
I'm not
pain in
trying to judge anybody with speech impediments.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly. Like, it happens, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
don't know
an actor.
I don't know what he's saying.
He's an actor, so he should have, practice diction. But anyway, at least a little bit. But he was like, did my pops and my mom put Kaden in jail? Like, blah, 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 blah.
Tommy was like, yo.
And Tommy was like, listen, I'm not talking to you about this. Get out my face. He was like, it's not my story to tell. Which is actually him just giving him, confirmation. Like, yeah, your father is a drug dealer and a murderer.
But he also just kind of checked him, like, mind your damn business. And
stay in the child's place.
I was about to say what he should have said. And what Ghost and, not Ghost. What James and Tasha failed to do was check their son and remind him that he needed to stay in a child's place. See, the thing is, they've been in that penthouse for too long, and them kids been in private school for too long.
The thing is, they don't have a door.
That they forgot about what the block is.
They don't have a door.
They were supposed to tell him, yo, stay in a child's place. This is an A and B, and you need to see your way out. When I heard that one time in my life. Never had to hear it again.
You need to see your way into that bedroom that I pay for.
I don't believe in beating kids, but that boy is 16, and he was supposed to get a swift punch to the chest when he did the talk back. I'll be looking at Ghost.
He keep
aggressively talking.
Mother.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Ghost like, what's really good, Papo? What is really going on? I don't understand it, but I thought Tommy was dope for checking Tariq. And you notice when Tommy said what he had to say, Tariq ain't got no back talk.
Yeah.
What he said, he said, I just don't know what to believe nowadays. But his tone is totally different. He's like,
because he don't have to know Tommy's occupation to know that Tommy
will beat his ass. I bet you Tommy would. Tommy would be like, who the fuck are you talking to, Tariq? Like, you know what I mean?
Tariq, I love you.
However, I'm going to put you in this war. I thought Tasha was also a most valuable character due to the interview. She was clutch.
Yeah, she definitely was.
She was clutch. All of y'all who don't be liking Tasha, you got to give it to her for that. Because, listen, that's what it is when you're a wife and you have to do what's best for the family. I'm not saying that single mothers who are in relationships probably don't have to do the same as well. But when you're married to someone, that union is going on, and there's been infidelity, there's a break in the marriage where even if there wasn't infidelity, if it's just that you're no longer on the same page,
there's a disconnect.
There's a disconnect. If that happens, even in that, if there are children and you have to be like, all right, we got to do what's best for us, even though we're feeling all these emotions, generally it is, the wife got to get on board with, you know what I'm saying? And it was kind of crazy. And the lady was kind of like coming for her, like as if she was trying to really put her on blast.
Why are you coming out of nowhere tomorrow? Oh, why you don't have your ring on?
Yeah.
Is that what we're here for? I'm sorry.
I thought we was here to work on our image. But, you know,
I would have pulled a Beyonce like, I'm not answering that question.
Yeah. I thought that she did a really good job with her response. She was quick. You know, even though she took a minute, but she came with the response. What was really crazy was, and she even took the fall, of course. She took the fall for James.
Yeah.
She said, oh, I also didn't support his dream.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, God damn. On the technical, on the surface, you can say that. On the surface. But not necessarily. That's not the case.
That's not the whole story.
And I said that in the other episode, that as a wife, when she married this man, she knew who she married, a drug dealer. And that's what they pushed. And I'm sure he was always chanting that, you know, we doing this. And she felt she was in line with that. Her job was always to catch, if he slipped, tell him you the best drug dealer, blah, 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 blah. That's been their thing. Yeah. So when he starts to shift.
And he was loving it.
When he starts to
all of
shift
a sudden he wakes
away
up
from that
one morning and he's like, come on, Tasha, I'm more than a drug dealer.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with him feeling that way and deciding this is what I want to do. But he was supposed to make sure that he truly expressed that to his wife and made her understand, not start to get upset with her because she's trying to put him back on his pedestal because she's thinking I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You slipping from the drug game, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how we live.
Now, she also should have opened her eyes and got rid of the fog. Yeah. But I don't think that
that fog was also...
You talking about years and years of marriage.
That fog fell upon her while she was a very young woman. She's younger than him.
Yeah, and they're now older. You talking about 10 plus years of marriage.
You know what I'm saying? But the way things start out, that really does affect you. Like when you go into someplace, a building or your old house that you grew up in when you was a kid, it looks mad small. When you was a kid, you viewed it as a huge
See that trend again, you'd be like,
you know what I'm saying? So she still has the image of him as Ghost, the drug dealer, who gave us a new life or whatever, put Kane in the jail, took this one now, and look at us. We on top of the world in the penthouse. This is what we gonna be. We George and what is he? Weezy?
Yeah, and she played herself in the sense of she didn't really open her eyes and see, okay, this is what he's serious. You know what I'm saying? But even if she was to get in line with him, let's stop playing. He still would have cheated with Angie.
Because that was it unless it's brand new,
and also because that was you never know.
Nostalgia.
It wasn't complete. He wasn't able to see what would this have been. Could have, you know what I mean? And
even though it's kind of weird that he still was like, trying to see if after he found out that she was the feds.
But no, I thought Tasha did good for the interview. Proctor is also most valuable character due to the fact that he's staying loyal.
He don't back down. He was like.
They're coming at him like that age dude came at him and was like, "Yo,
first of all, don't show up at my home."
Yeah, but what he just said to him
was, "You're a suspect.
We could be looking at you
for murder or
and Proctor's
for
like,
the disappearance of
this
federal agent."
He was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." You know, you gotta give it to Proctor. He's sticking to what he said. He's talking to Ghost. He's being very transparent with Ghost about what took place. When he was like, "Yo, Tommy's crazy. I'm not gonna tell him what to do." That was hilarious.
I can't tell him what to do.
That was hilarious.
I'm not making the rules here.
And he was like, "It's destroyed. It's destroyed." I do pray that Proctor is telling the truth, though.
I don't think he's telling the truth,
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I think that he always has their best interests.
At heart,
yeah, and but he's also a lawyer, and he also has to protect himself because he also has a child.
Yeah, because
and his child's mother is a crackhead,
and he knows that he can trust Ghost. It's Tommy he can't. He doesn't. I don't believe that he knows he can trust. Yeah, and the thing is, he can't.
I mean, he can't. Tommy is threatened to kill him how many times?
Yeah, because Tommy, the only person Tommy give a fuck about is Ghost.
And Tariq, and Ghost is
Ghost and whatever comes with Ghost. Yeah, it's affiliated with Ghost, and that's true.
And Holly, but she's not here, so.
Bossed up moment, Tommy. When he said, "I can shoot you in the face now and meet them. Either way, I'm going to meet them." He said, or I can, you know what I mean? Or you could go up there. Either way, I'm going to meet them. When he came in there and was like, confronting dude about the whole situation, and they came at him with this raggedy dude trying to tell him, and it's so funny because, of course, dude speaks Spanish, only. So, Tommy don't even know what he's saying.
Yeah,
Tommy talking about what he say.
What he said was, "You a liar. I ain't even do this."
Mm-hmm.
And they like, oh, he's begging for his life. Nah, that don't even sound like he's begging for his life. He sounds mad.
But another Boston moment was just Tommy's talk with the Jimenez, period. Because when first of all, he was coming at them, telling them, like, this is what I need, this is what I want. And then when he hit him with the, man, you owe me twice.
Yep.
Because I killed Lobos.
Owe me back like you owe your rent.
Owe me back like this money I spent. Like, he came at him for real on that. Came at them because she was like, no, we had Lobos stabbed in prison. He was like, no, you can't claim that. You can't even claim that. He was like, I did
try
that.
Again.
I popped him. I was like, ooh. And I really liked his presence with them. Like, he's not afraid.
Yeah, he's really comfortable. He's top dog.
Because he know that he ain't got to be scared. You know what I'm saying? And after, I was like, go ahead, Tommy. That's why Tommy's turned up worthy for me. Because I feel like he's moving well.
He ain't never
I really
scared.
like the way Tommy's moving. Ha-ha moment was when Mike started cussing. You know, Latinos, they get mad. They start cussing in Spanish. She was so damn mad when they was walking down that hallway. But it's so crazy because it's like, Mike, you did this. This is all your fault.
He was like, really? Like, I'm suspended?
This is all your fault. The fact
because
that
I murdered somebody, really?
Another ha-ha moment was the fact that those people, they really thought Tommy was like that stupid that he was gonna believe that one dude
took out Julio. And apparently Julio trained in the daggone, oh gosh, oh my goodness, Jesus, please help me out, Batman, Bruce Wayne trained with the League of Shadows. The League of Shadows.
You would think that she was speaking something that really the show told us.
That joint was very serious though.
Yeah, he wasn't playing.
Shadows. No, obviously Julio trained with daggone Ra? What's his name?
Man, leave me alone. The other ha-ha moment was when
Jasmine, he was in the hole with Bane. You know how serious Bane is? He said, I was wondering what would go first. Your spirit
Shut
or
up.
your body.
Anyway.
That's who Julio was fighting.
Yeah, now Julio wasn't playing. Y'all remember that? Julio was moving. With
Julio
them,
was
it
like,
was three dudes.
got stabbed up and was still knocking people's heads off.
The other ha-ha moment was when that black man, that Samuel Jackson cop.
Julio's a Spartan. All right, now let me go ahead.
When he was sitting there on that couch with our girl Angie, the Latina, and that black man both thought the Shadow Man came to the door. Like, it was as if
they thought it was Julio.
They was like,
and the League of Shadows.
They was like, Voodoo Santeria. Like, what did they think when they saw that it was Mike on the joint, and then the knock at the door came, and he's talking about
knock.
What y'all?
Because that's exactly how horror movies
What were
happen,
they think?
though.
I know horror movies, but like, come on now. What were they thinking? Like, oh snap, it's him. Why? Why did
Because he got a low jack on my laptop.
Because Angie too, she was like. Like,
how he get here so quick?
They had this look that was like, come on, y'all.
He could have been sitting there though, watching them out the window for hours.
I guess, but it was kind of funny. Like, what, the Shadow Man came? What's going on here? Another ha-ha was Sax at the door, and he took it.
That might have been the funniest part of the show.
I think it was Donovan. You know
he said such and such saying it's Donovan. He has some pretty,
And she opened the door and he talking about,
pretty
oh,
serious
you heard all of that? You heard all of that? He talking about, is you okay? That joint was crazy.
And Donovan was like,
he giving him, Samuel Jackson was about to come out of him again. I remember when he went off on that stand. Best line monologue was when Ghost was like, I didn't leave this family, I left you. The reason why it's good is not because I thought that he was correct or right in saying that. It's just that it was a good line. But it also displayed how delusional he is. And how delusional most men are when they break up their marriage or when they leave the marriage for another woman. And women who also do the same. How can you say you didn't leave the family? You left
the
her.
family is
You're
all of us as a whole.
You're married. And in that marriage, if children come, that's a part of the marriage. That's all of it. The covenant, all of it.
That fits inside your ring.
So when you left this woman, yes, you left your marriage. You're not here with your children.
But your children will never have the family
that you provided when you married their mother.
The family that they know. You did leave your family because now they're gonna have their mother and their father, and then everything in between, and the strife.
And that's the delusion.
And the jealousy.
All of y'all, anyone who has done that, you need to get out of that delusion. That doesn't mean you need to be feeling lots of guilt, but accept standing your truth, and you will find your strength.
Exactly.
That is one of my affirmations. I always say that, and I post on Facebook that when you stand in your truth, you will find your strength. In Jesus' name. For real,
Yeah,
for real. That's a
because
jazzy affirmation, y'all. You cannot stand here and say, nah, I didn't leave my kids. I left you. Yes, you did, because you're not living here anymore.
Exactly. But your child sees you as their father, and you're their father connected to their mother, because y'all are their parents. They wouldn't be here without the both of you.
I can't believe the excuse, that nonsense that came out his mouth. And I was like, but another good line was when Tasha was like, you got arrested because you dipped your D in that Fed bitch. And it was like, wow.
The way Tasha talks about Angela.
Yeah, but she's right, though. That is why. Like, it's because I went and tried to help something. No. If you had never touched that woman, if you had never gotten close to this woman, given her information that she had no business knowing.
Yep.
He was getting on Tommy about Holly knowing stuff. But at least
Holly's
Holly's a criminal.
Exactly.
But you doing the same thing, but
Holly's
with the
for the life.
feds.
She's for the life.
You're doing this with the feds. So what the hell?
I thought you were smart.
He lost his damn mind. And that's what happens when...
Because of nostalgia.
Child, please. Tommy, when he was like, the body ain't even cold yet. When he said that to Dre, because Dre took about, I'm just saying, you're going to need a new district.
Dre,
Boy! I'm so done with
slime.
Dre. Ghost, when he was like, to Proctor, have the apartment clean and have it cleaned again.
Proctor sitting there like, listen, I already did it, but fine.
Yeah, and then when Ghost, another good line, I thought this was the best line, was when he was like, the last time I gave you this ring, you made me a better drug dealer.
Yeah.
He was like, yesterday you made me a better man. And it was really interesting because...
He was doing it while being all up in her face and stuff. I think he even gave her a smooch.
He did.
Which makes it he's such an F-boy. Because what you look like is like you trying to get with me. Is that what's happening?
Mm-hmm. I mean, but he did say to her before he wanted to start over.
Yeah, but yet you also approached me with this ring saying, so that we can put on airs for the cameras.
I mean, but he did, when he first came out, say, can we start over? He did. But then again, when he
I don't care. If you was that serious, you would keep trying because you cheated on me.
Yeah. And
you put my life and my children's life at risk.
I think when he came at her with the whole, I didn't leave the family, I left you, that, for me, would seal the deal. Like, forget it.
And that was before he gave her the ring.
Yeah. But you know how he thinking, I said what I said, but that don't mean that I'm leaving Tasha. But
that don't mean that I'm leaving Tasha.
But when he said that, though, I guess now I'm defending Ghost to a certain extent. That's what she did for him yesterday made him feel good.
It's a reminder.
No, and also what he's been waiting for from her. It's
support.
Just, before Angie even became a real factor.
Yeah, support.
He wanted her to
get
in line. And here's
because he's reinventing himself.
And here's the truth
Ghost
of it.
must be an Aquarius.
And here's the truth of it, okay? He's the husband, the head. Any feminists on here, please. Sit down. Don't trip. Just, coast through this. He's the head, right, of the household. And not saying that she can't have an idea or whatever the case may be. Being, a wife or whatever doesn't mean you got to submit like, oh, God, to your husband. But that's, wives submit to your husbands, right? So when he decided that things were going into a different direction, should she have allowed him to lead? Yes. Mm-hmm. But as I said before, she's thinking that she's supporting him by telling him, hey, remember who you are. I always did that with my husband. If I saw him down with her, I'd be like, are you a king or nah? And he would be like, I'm a king. All right, then. You know what I'm saying? Never forget it. Never have your head down. And that's what I guess she thought she was doing. But again, she was supposed to pay attention. And that is the job of a wife as well.
Yeah.
To be able to see that, okay, I need to allow this man to lead. So when he did that, when she spoke up for him the way she did, not only did she say, like, I respect him, blah, 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 even though she may not feel it to her core, but when she did that and when she came through for him in that interview and really did a good job and then took the blame, like saying, I didn't support his dreams. He knew what that was. You know what I'm saying? He knew what the pill she was swallowing, the humble pie she was swallowing. But the thing is, that's all he really wanted to hear.
America.
When he says, you made me a better man, she did this for him so that he looks the way he wants to look to the public. So she helped him in that area. So
he can live out his dreams. Because these are all dreams.
And that's how he wants to look in the public. Not he's like, I
That's
don't
how
want
he wants to.
I don't want you to help me be a
That's the image he wants
good.
to give to his children.
Yeah,
as
and
well.
I don't want you to make me a good drug dealer anymore. And you did that. Thank you. Now I want you to help me to be the man that I've always truly wanted to be.
A businessman.
But the thing is, my bad for not really sharing that with you during my marriage, because that's where he effed up. During their marriage, he was supposed to be telling her this. You know what I really want? Mm-hmm. Because when he would have shifted, she would have followed suit.
And also the thing is, it's not as if he had secrets from Tasha. Like, it wasn't like, oh, they were just a couple just for out of convenience.
Yeah, no, was love. It was real.
Yeah, it was real. So he didn't have secrets from her. He didn't have secrets about the business. He didn't have secrets about money, where money, you know, like crazy things like that. He didn't have women before Angela. So why would she think that whatever he's talking about trying to go legit is real when she's never heard about this before? That's a secret that he kept from her. Obviously, that was burned in the back of his mind for some time.
He was probably like, she's probably gonna think I'm corny, or he probably just didn't think that he would ever be able to do it.
It was burned in his back of his mind for some time, but he had never expressed that to her before. So why would she take that joint seriously?
Yeah, or
so
like most men, they just like, I didn't want to say anything until I was able to do it.
Yeah, but now that you coming out of nowhere and you like, oh, I'm buying a club in Miami too, or something like whatever
he
was
expected
doing,
her to get in line.
What? I'm
like most men do expect.
Are you sampling the product or something?
Yeah,
like,
he expected her to get in line like most men do expect from their women, even if they're not, if it's not their wife, but especially men with their wives, they expect you to get in line and not question things. But if you have a woman who has who's of a high intellect, or who is opinionated, who thinks for herself, she's gonna question you. She's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" You know what I mean? So, but I thought that was a really good line. But it spoke a lot just about Ghost, and then you saw how he was looking at her and stuff, and he was very gentle, like it was as if his heart softened towards her. And I thought that was it was nice. It was a good look. Tommy was really messed up about Julio dying. Like, he was not.
Yeah, because Julio was a good guy. Julio never did nothing to nobody.
Yeah, they had no business coming for Julio. Like, leave that man alone. He's living.
And I'm sure. And like, when did he get out the game though? I feel like he probably been out for like 10 years already.
For real.
Julio's living his life.
The best scene.
He's the most peaceful distro ever.
For real. And now he's gone. R.I.P. Julio. Jeez. That was I didn't like that. I was really mad about that. It bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Best scene was Tommy meeting the Jimenez. I really no, I shouldn't say Tommy meeting the Jimenez. I apologize. The best scene was us meeting the Jimenez.
Oh yes.
All of us. Yes. When they walked in and
that joint was real serious.
I'm gonna be honest with you. For a second, I was like, I think they made a mistake. What show is this? What are we watching? Miami Vice?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Like, I don't know, it had a very Miami Vice feel. Right. I didn't know what was going on.
He just finished snorting coke. Like, yo, you snort my coke? What coke? Your nose is white.
Meeting them and seeing how they flow. What I like about them is they bring a different flavor. Yeah. You know.
I like that Power was always bringing some bad mother effers in the scene. Like, we had Lobos was, he would have his flair, and he was like, but he was like, oh, different. But he's evil. Okay. You had Milan, he eats people, and he's just weird.
The Serbians, yeah.
He's been sitting here undercover, acting like he's security all this time. What?
And it's crazy because
And now you have this brother-sister duo.
Yeah, and to find out that they're brother-sister and not brothers. You know what I mean? I thought meeting them was the best scene for me. Like, honestly, I was.
It was very crazy,
very intriguing. I think I'm gonna like the sister a lot. You notice that she speaks most. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was really good. I was like, look at this.
And she when dude took out his gun, she was like, really? Why you got this flashy piece of whatever? And he's like, no, it's classy.
But
you got a gold-plated gun and a gold-plated silencer. on, you're extra. Yeah,
that was a really crazy scene. But I thought that was the best scene because we got to we were seeing how they operate, how they move.
They bring some what is it? Gothness to it,
that a sexy goth feel,
the little spookiness, because it's like, oh wow, really? She's sitting here playing with the baby tomorrow. What's that? Like,
there's a sexy goth.
That was my mom getting shot.
And I like how they led us up to this.
Yeah.
The other season with Lobos, how we were seeing the cards, and you know what I mean. And now we see them, us meeting the Jimenez, and I think that was like the best scene in my opinion. Round of applause goes to Proctor for being loyal. Round of applause goes to Mike being found out finally. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how these people got their jobs though, because Mike was telling them that he did it.
Exactly.
It was so obvious. Good look was Angie getting the Samuel L. Jackson cop to help her. Mm-hmm. You know, at first he looking at her like, when he was like, man, I got kids to take care of. And she was like, I do too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a good look. Lorenz Tate, seeing him was a good look. It was like, oh, he's starting to look a little older. Even though he still looks young. He still starts, it's like, look at Lorenz Tate. But I honestly think it's the haircut.
Probably. Lorenz Tate got a big head.
Yeah.
That thing, he got
but you know, usually he got that, like his joint be waved. You know, Lorenz Tate, I used to love me some Lorenz Tate.
I'm sorry. There was one episode we forgot to talk about this about. I think it was a previous one. When Kanan had that goddamn slick down Detroit pimp.
That shiny ass hair.
Perm. What the hell was going
that?
on?
That wasn't this episode. I think that was last episode. Episode 6. Did y'all peep how shiny
he had that young jock.
Kanan's hair was and how permed that ish was? And black. It was like, what is going on? And who did your relaxer?
Whoever was there, they were fired. I'm pretty sure. They fired now. You can't do his hair no more. Don't do 50's
Oh my
hair.
God. Another good look was Ghost and Tommy working together again, like just seeing them in action and them kind of going back and forth. And now seeing that it's like Tommy is no longer insecure. His insecurities aren't
he's
there
like,
anymore.
I'm not telling you, I handled it. That's it.
Yeah.
And Ghost
be like, he was like, but we need each other. Such and such. But seeing them going back and forth, debating what they're going to do, what they need to do, etc., that was a good look. Clutch My Pearls was all that cocaine that man had to sniff.
That was really not a nice way to go.
Let me tell you something. I can't even do Nasonex because it burns.
I won't do it.
It burns. The one time I did it, I fell out. Like, let me tell y'all, I was standing because my mother kept talking about, you got to take it, Jasmine, because I would never take it because I was too much.
This last spring, Mommy damn near held me down and shot the joint up my nose.
I won't do it. I just drink a lot of ginger. I take ginger root and and steep it, and I drink a lot of that, and I'm good. My sinuses are good. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, I'll never forget. I did that drink in my nose at Nasonex.
No, the old Nasonex though, that joint used to be really strong. It's not as strong as
I went like this. I said, and legit fell backwards onto the bed. It was
and this is because you need to know that everybody in this family is so freaking extra. You need to know that she literally did that because she's extra.
My ex-boyfriend, and I was fully dressed. I had on my heels. I fell out. My boyfriend at the time, he came into the room and he saw me. I'm laid out like this. And he talked about, you doing that fucking cocaine again, Jay? And I was like, the hell are you talking about? Look at me, my nose. And he was like, yeah, you sniffing shit. He was a bit of a street dude, y'all. But he was ridiculous. And he didn't even help me. I was like, give me some tissue.
And Mommy be doing this. She said, look, I'll do it. See? And she just, see? No, look, it's nothing. It's fine.
I got to ask my mom something.
What are you talking about?
What did she used to do? What was she doing in the 80s, yo?
She ain't got no nose, just like Jasmine.
I can't take it. I couldn't. Yo, that joint shot straight up, and I felt that joint in my eyeball and straight up to my head.
No, that joint, the green one used to be crazy. That joint used to be...
I literally fell out, y'all. Like, my eyes rolled back, and I fell out. I was laid out on the bed. Thank God the bed was right there. Fell out, and this fool, this jerk, he gonna come out talking about, yo, what is your problem? What are you doing? Because we were going somewhere. And I was dressed. I was ready to go, and I figured, oh, well, let me do this finally.
So I'm not sneezing and having a foggy face and foggy head.
Mess. But that cocaine scene was, I was like, oh, my God.
Bleeding. I'm like, dang, well, hold on. That's all you got to do to die? I'm so happy I never tried coke, because I think I might have OD'd. I wouldn't have known how much to take unless I had somebody experienced with me. Y'all be so happy that guy,
gave you a big sister like me to keep you from doing dumb shit.
And even like on my own, like he just let me know, just stay away from it. Because God had never gave me the spirit of fear. You know what I'm saying? Like throw something at me, I'm like, let me see how I'm gonna do it. But with drugs, no. With drugs, I've always been wary because I don't like, being on other people's time or being, at the hand of somebody else. I don't like people telling me what to do. And if I'm on some drug and I'm not used to this drug, I don't know what's going to be happening. I don't know what's going to happen.
5 feet, nothing.
Yeah.
When I be seeing them short, petite cokeheads and crackheads, I be like, dang, you really, like, you built for it tough. You walking around here and you talking and walking, like, tiny ass mother effer, you 4'9". With
this laundry bag over your shoulder. You got all your stuff? You never got robbed?
You shot what? Heroin? Interesting. And you not nodding? Wow. You know what I mean? Built for it tough. I don't know how they do it. Let me tell you something. I ain't with it. I ain't with it.
I will
Not at
tell
all.
you this though. This woman gave my niece and nephew this this lean, the same lean that Tyreek is on. Okay, and I'm still tight. I'm still tight for her, yo. That shit is I can't even hold my tongue. That was crazy. I took what, a teaspoon or a tablespoon of that drink? No, I ain't take that much. I think I took a tablespoon of that drink because I was sick and I was hallucinating.
My kids hardly have been sick, but I remember they had like a sinus and all that because Naomi it was when Naomi went to school that she got sick and she got Nicholas sick, so they had to get this medicine. I think it was called Bromfed. There it is. And their pediatrician prescribed it for them. He's a really great pediatrician in Savannah, Georgia. Dr. Stone. He was really great. But what the F was when Ghost was talking about, you had one job, Tasha? I was like...
That whole thing, I was like...
That whole scene was what the F.
Come on, yo.
The fact that he was coming at her like that. And
she said, one job?
Mother effer, you was in jail. And you know what I realized with Ghost? And I think this would probably make people understand why we kind of thumbs up Tasha. What he doesn't see... Ghost sees Tasha as capable. That's what his anger is towards her. But what he's not realizing is she's still a woman. She's your wife, but she's still a woman. And her being capable is generally when she's with him. You know what I mean? They're one. When they're the disconnect, that's when you see she's all over the place, baby.
Because on top of everything else, she also has to deal with that. She's, mentally.
You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, when Ghost ain't in the picture, when they not, because she's unstable.
Because everything is up in the air. He's in jail. I'm dealing with, every time I wake up, I might not be waking up in this penthouse.
Mm-hmm. The normalcy has shifted. And then there's the fact that her son, Creep Bombastic,
it's all over the place.
Is on lean and being a piece of shit. I still can't get over him. Wow, Raina cursed, y'all. Y'all heard? She was like,
damn baby.
It was like, oh, you not a damn baby? Yo, my mother wouldn't care what was going on. Pop to the mouth. What you say? How old are you? You said damn? Something as small as damn. Gina would have popped. Tasha kissed homie. I was like, wow. When Tasha smashed homie, I was like, wow. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't expect that. The memes that I've been seeing, though, are so ridiculous. How they calling Tasha a hoe. Tasha's on her third body. And all this other stuff. I just find it very interesting.
First of all, how you going to count her husband?
The thing is, exactly. Then there's the fact that he laughed. Do you know?
Not together.
But this is how it always is. The double standard. That this man can step out and do whatever, but the minute this woman does this,
and come back,
she's a hoe. Ghost is a hoe too, if she's a hoe. Okay. First of all, now the one thing I can say, Tasha was out of pocket, out of line. I'll never forget when she was playing with herself in the car and Sean was driving. She was out of pocket then, and Ghost hadn't even gotten with Angie then. Yeah, but the disconnect was already.
And she was feeling insecure and unsure.
All of that. The disconnect had already began before he even got with Angie. But she was out of pocket then, definitely. And I was like,
Listen, you know my last two, I guess I'll consider this to my ex, but whatever. Exes, they both.
Who, Brooklyn?
Yeah. Had the mentality that if their woman cheats on them, it's their fault. Because a woman's going to cheat not because she's like, dang, I just need to bang. No, she's going to cheat because, she's feeling unstable. She's feeling some sort of, there's something going on in her relationship with him. And you were not on your job and making sure that you were keeping your wife or woman happy just the same way she's supposed to be keeping you happy. Or at least staying in the loop and making sure the communication is open so that if there is anything that's an issue, y'all can, talk about it and fix it.
And we're talking about the average woman. We ain't talking about hoes.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay? Exactly. Like, if I feel like, I'm so pissed off, I'm so whatever, like, I'm out here reaching for comfort from someone else, and if it's like that's not what that person usually does, like, she's not a hoe, she's not on, social media and stuff and people's inboxes every time y'all have an argument. No, that's just, you're ridiculous. But if you know, it's
we ain't talking about them types. We
No.
talking about the average woman, the regular woman who, you know, whatever. And I'm not saying that it's okay.
Now, you know, I mean, some people might feel like those dudes are extreme in thinking that. Personally,
I personally feel that that's them being men.
Take responsibility, but you know. And as the woman, you should take responsibility
for your actions as well, because you had no business, even though you still should have approached this man. And that's where Tasha.
Or you should just be like, I'm dipping.
That's the one place. Exactly.
You know,
that's the one place I could say Tasha. Like, I wasn't feeling her. She was out of pocket. She was out of line. If you go back to our review from that episode, I'm sure I drug her through the mud. I'm positive. Y'all already know that. And that's why sometimes when people be trying, I remember a couple of people trying to tell me, yeah, I do a double standard. I be really like, yo, kiss my ass on that. What y'all talking about? Anytime someone's out of pocket on any of these shows we review for, I'm the main one dragging them. All right? Just because this episode I ain't dragging them all. Like, goddamn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying? My blood pressure stay
But
low?
what it is nobody, y'all be on some, people be on some, they don't want to hear truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all love to be in that alternative facts. You know what I'm saying? But I don't live that way. I never lived that way. It's all about that truth. Like, for real. That, she was out of pocket then. I you know, for those of you who don't like Tasha, I know y'all happy about this. She was out of pocket. And I was like, But then he stepped out. And then he didn't just step out, y'all. He left.
He checked out.
Checked the fuck out, okay? And then, you know,
He's like, damn, I'm in love.
Like, I mean, and fast forward, she got with Sean, and then fast forward, he moved out, and all of this stuff was happening. Let's not forget, he was ready to leave the damn state. Let's not forget, buying jewelry, buying properties with this woman. Like, this man was not about Tasha or that family anymore. He had moved on.
Yeah, then later on, he was like, oh, we need to integrate the family, you know, blah, blah,
okay?
blah.
And even in that, the humiliation this woman has to go through. So you telling me, how many seasons? 4 seasons later, there is a gentleman that she is now interested in, and you're telling me she can't be interested in this man? Now, the only issue I have with her is the fact that this is their lawyer.
I was going to say, he's basically a fed.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only issue I have with her with that. But for her to be interested...
You're doing the same thing Jamie did. Why are you dealing with someone involved in criminal justice?
But for her to be interested in a guy... You know what I'm saying? But she's doing the same thing he did, because she's saying, what if I wasn't with Ghost? The way Ghost was acting was as if Tasha got him in the drug game. Homie, you been doing this.
Exactly.
You got me in this. You feel me? And that's why, I mean, nah, man. And that's that NYC-ish. I feel like that's for real. Like, all my New Yorkers, y'all know what it is. All right? Because if you're dealing with a dude who's of the street life, and the chick is there with the dude still, but for he's supposed to, this is the code. He's supposed to, come on now. My New Yorkers know what I'm saying and what I'm talking about. Generally, it's not the female that's involved in that life. You know what I'm saying? If she get down with that life, it's because he's in that life. You feel me? And she not like involved, but she's, you feel me? Like, come on now. What y'all talking about? That chick can't get her some? She can't have somebody that she's with? That likes her for real?
Exactly. And honestly, though, even though she was wrong for sleeping with Sean was killed last season. Goddamn, it's been a long time.
Was it last season? It was last season, right?
Yeah.
That was so effed up. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, wow, the fact that she did do that. I feel like she's not being smart. I don't think she's being wise in her choice to do that.
She's over here trying to just...
she's just trying to get some love. Because Jamie is not... Because, let's be real, why would she want Jamie to touch her? Why would she want to start over and let this man touch her, knowing that he still wants that woman? Only reason why he ain't going back to Angie is because Angie put him in jail. And he was almost about to get that needle. That's the only reason. Once it wears off some.
Season 6.
You feel me? Like, come on now. This dude was like, yo, I'm out. Took all the money out the account. Why would she want this man to touch her? She don't... Do y'all think she feels safe? As a wife, you want to feel safe.
The reporter woman who was trying to hit on Ghost and get in his pants, like fought, was like, listen, your wife doesn't love you anymore. It's obvious.
People, and this is a Jazz has the answers moment for y'all. Anyone who's dealing with this. When you do too much, there is a point. Some people will tolerate a little bit of your stuff, and it's not even necessarily them tolerating it. It's their love for you will have them forgive you or not even forgive you. Just
love.
look past certain things that you have done because they believe in you, baby.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And they want to believe that.
But once you do something over and over again, or you know, violate too many times, I don't believe in you anymore. I don't believe that you can do better.
Once people stop believing in you, that's it. It's a wrap. And you can do too much. That is possible, to do too much. And when it becomes too much, ain't no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? So think before you know what I mean? Like, really, like, and the thing is, I never understand people who you just okay with hurting people like that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because I always be like, yo, what, you took up a job with the devil? Like, why are you working for this guy? You know what he do? Like, Trump works for him. Why do you want to work with Trump? Like, why would you want to be, like, what are you talking about? Why would you want Trump to be your coworker?
He just me off because I'm like, white nationalists
that shit.
Work for him.
All of them. I mean, like, why would you want them to be your coworkers? You shouldn't be out there hurting people, for real, for real.
They the first people who talk about, oh, y'all shouldn't be talking about you African American, you Dominican American. It should be all American. So why are you a white nationalist and not an American? Anyway.
We ain't got the time for that.
Sorry.
Shit. Turned down is the fact that no one suspects that no one was suspecting that it was Mike.
A long time ago.
All this time. The Asian dude, when Mike came at him about Donovan, it was like, how y'all not? I don't get it. What's wrong with y'all?
Oh, so there were times you weren't with them, so you don't know what they were doing. Yeah, and there were times they weren't with me, and nobody knows what I was doing.
Yeah,
he's
diamond out his team, though.
They never even watched Scooby-Doo. Like, that's what it seems like.
Scooby-Doo. But, damn son, was y'all gonna do this image makeover interview? Because Stern was like,
James.
We already discussed this, James. And she was like, I gotta decorate the house and all, but like there was like, we're not taking no for an answer.
Yeah.
Get ready. Damn son was when Tommy had that talk with his pops. It was like, well, first of all, he was like, what you talking about? My father is dead. Like, yo, Tommy's accent.
Mother effer.
I love Tommy. Yeah, but it was like really interesting. And he's sitting on the phone. He said, man, if you ain't talking about money or business, like this is over. What was so funny though, but he's still on the phone though.
Yeah.
Smoking and doing his thing or whatever. But when dude started talking about his mother
he's like, yo, how you know our mother? He just told you he's your dad, dude. What are you talking about?
He said, I put the baby in her. Remember that? Ah! Any Empire watchers, y'all remember that? I put the baby in her.
That drink was crazy. You were like, Lucius.
Exactly. I know people type with us because we ain't doing Empire no more. But that joint, but we did that other season. I told you about it. Actually wasn't bad, like technically. But yeah, that was really a good scene, and it's gonna be really interesting when Tommy does meet him.
Yeah. You
feel me? And he confront his mother in regards to why.
Did you lie to me my whole entire life?
Why didn't you allow me to have my father in my life? Can you imagine how different things would be? He'd
still be a drug dealer.
No, but still, like, it would be a whole different, he wouldn't have been cool with ghosts. Be a whole different animal.
That dude isn't even from Queens, right? Teresi? I don't think so.
Yeah, I forget. But Creep Ambassador Award goes to Tariq, so still Tariq, you know what I mean? And Dre. Dre got me mad.
He's going to be a Creep Ambassador, please.
When Dre said to him, yo, you a smart kid, I was like, why are you lying to him? What are you talking about? Kanan then said all this stuff, and Tariq was just held at gunpoint and heard everything. So what you talking about? Ain't nothing smart about him with his stupid ass. Want to know why he not smart? Because he's sitting here with you. Sitting here with you thinking you his homie. He going against his father and his mother, the people who feed him, clothe him, and the reason why he's able to play that daggone video game. Who bought you that, Tariq? That joint crazy. That's wild. You coming home, but you got a problem with me? Why are you here, Ike? That's that. Why she here, Ike?
Bushwick.
Go to Canaan. Bye. No, because all they going to feed you is goddamn lean.
Lean and noodles.
And Tasha be cooking from scratch.
Yeah, lean and noodles.
Nah, man. Ain't nobody got time for them. Creep Ambassador Boy also goes to Sandoval, though, because he's still on his bullshit. Y'all saw when he went up to that man's house? When he went to Samuel Jackson's house with that silencer?
And his daughter opened the door. Hi, Mr. Sandoval. He's like, oh, yes. No, don't tell your dad I was here. No, that's okay. Knowing damn well she gonna tell her father you came here. Come on now.
But what are you doing, Mike? Like, you was gonna come to this man's home and shoot him?
I didn't know he had custody of you guys this weekend.
Bruh, this dude is wilding. Straight set tripping. But it's like he's in too deep. He's in too deep. He needs to take himself out so that he doesn't have to experience the humiliation and everything that's going to come with it. Because he ain't going to be able to take it, and that's the truth. Okay, I call bullshit on that chick that was interviewing the whole family. She got me mad. I was like...
I call bullshit on how much of a thought she is, but honestly, there are thoughts like that.
Blatant.
Come on, that's crazy.
Blatant thoughts, and it's just ridiculous. You know, and I'm not one to try to compete with no woman over no man. I don't do that crap. Any dude, if you my dude, I'm not about to be, you flirt with me, I'm not affected by it. But if you, like, blatantly disrespect...
Why'd you pronounce that C and that T?
I got something real for you in these hands. That's one thing I don't play. Don't disrespect me. Like, you can...
And then she gonna come over there talking about his wife. Talking about, oh, your wife looks beautiful tonight.
Bye, girl.
I'm trying to F. What?
Listen, because she know he a cheat. You know, and when they know, oh, he cheats. Oh, you know what I mean? The hoes come out. The karaoke scene I also call bullshit on because what the hell?
I keep pushing that out of my mind. Like, okay.
That was a big what the hell.
There was no one else in the daggone karaoke lounge.
But here's the thing. If they was going to have her singing, it should have just started out with her sing, like all of that talking. Go
ahead. You want to sing Mariah? Oh, no, Whitney.
Like, just have her up there with her drink and do would have been in the audience.
Good over there.
And maybe they would have had him say, go ahead, Tasha. She'd be like, all right, whatever. And we would have seen it's a karaoke bar and she just would have been singing.
And it's not like Tasha hasn't sing in public before, so all of that, no, I'm okay.
I was like, what the hell are they doing and why? It was type whack. I didn't like it. But, yeah, so that's the all of that we have to say about the Power Review. For episode 7 predictions. Here's the thing. We have seen the leak episodes for 8, 9, and 10. We haven't done the reviews because we don't want to spoil anything for those of you who have not seen them. Mm-hmm. Any of y'all seen the leaked episodes on Facebook?
Listen, I don't support piracy.
No,
I don't support, any of that.
It ain't right.
It was on Facebook.
I had no choice. When I saw that joint, I said, oh, save. I was like, yo, Brett, ran downstairs with my tablet and we was like sitting there watching it. Listen, y'all, there's some RIPs coming. It's effed up. People that we've been calling creep bum bastards will still maintain being creep bum bastards.
Yes.
But they really did their thing. I can say that. They did their thing. I don't know if y'all heard, Stars was like they've taken legal action against the people who leaked the episodes. We also was like,
they say you can run, but you can't.
I was also like, I don't want to do a review because at first I was thinking, yo, we should do the reviews early and put them up. But then I was like, nah, that'd be effed up for people who didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but also, what if
I don't want to support piracy.
Yeah. And then I was like, but what if those aren't really the episodes? And that was just like, you know what I mean? Those are joints that they scrapped. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. But yeah, it's some things that went down that was really it's really crazy.
It's 1, 2, 3 movies. My daggone the page that comes up when I open up my Google Chrome internet. Yes, but I don't support piracy. Okay, not with something like this. This is a TV show,
and it's black folk. Yeah, it's black people.
Curtis Jackson, we know he ain't ish.
Courtney, what's her name, Kemp or whatever. Like we trying to support all these black actors and Tommy. Alright, and them Latinos, of course, but they black
Proctor,
too. But and Tommy. Too. Oh yeah, and Proctor. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, Tommy's the only white nationalist that I'm alright with.
He's not a white nationalist.
The reason why I say that because he looked like one.
Yeah, he does look like one, but
you know what I mean?
Don't do that. See?
But is Proctor's not Jewish? Is he just white?
I don't know, but I mean the way Jews move, they're white.
You know what I'm saying? No, but they're not white, really.
No, they're not white. But I'm saying in America, the way Jews move, you know what I'm saying?
But those two white boys, those only white people I F with, unless you a subscriber and you F with us
then
and
I
you
F
white,
with you.
We F with you. You know what I'm saying? But the rest, y'all, I mean, and I don't hate no white people. It's just that I'm like, is you a nationalist?
Yeah.
Or nah? I'm going to need you to post on Facebook. Black Power.
They need to have that on their ID.
I'm going to need you to have NYCWAO Black Power in your bio for me to be alright with you. I mean, I'm at that point right now. Where I'm looking at all of them like this. Because what the hell? What the hell? Okay? They coming out in droves. With attitudes and ish. And we ain't do nothing to nobody.
You talking about attitudes. That's an understatement.
I'm just saying that's the best way I can say it. But another prediction, just so y'all know, I think that Terry is the Fed heads. Is anyone thinking that Terry is a daggone?
Because I don't understand why you just so engrossed in me.
He immediately, if you think about it, what was that, episode
Out of
5?
nowhere.
He kind of started playing
and you don't
on
even
Tasha.
like my husband, but you gonna take the time to like me? How does that work?
He started playing on Tasha.
I mean, I know I'm cute, but what's going on?
A while back, in my opinion, and I feel like he is definitely informant or something. He's somebody placed in there. I don't know. I hope he's not.
Yo, you know it'd be wonderful if like next season he comes on the scene, we see him and he's over here speaking fluent Spanish. Like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, that would be dope because you know Latinos do come in that complexion.
Yes, they
come darker.
Yes,
they come darker than me.
Much darker.
And I think that I personally think that Terry, aka the Coon, is. I don't know, man. I don't trust it, and I'm so like, dang. But and I know y'all gonna be like, see, Tasha, but in the end, it still is Ghost's fault because if he was doing his job as her husband, if he wasn't making her feel alone and out here just all over the place, baby, she would never be looking for safety from someone else, looking for comfort. Yeah, she all over the place. What is you doing? That's how I'm feeling about her. You know what I mean? Are we in agreement? But Ghost too. He all over the place. Smiling when he walk in his club, all happy and ish. Was you smiling like that when you walked in your home?
No, he was like, where everybody at?
He need to go move there, in my opinion. That's what she need to tell him. Go live in your office. But yeah, I worry about the lawyer. The lawyer, I feel a little uneasy about. Lorenz Tate, I feel a little uneasy about as well. It's like,
all right, bro.
I don't think he like Ghost. Yeah. And I feel like Ghost is about to be dealing with stuff that he's not used. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like in regards to Stern, Lorenz Tate, and all of
territory.
that. Yeah, and which is dope though, because they're dealing in real estate, so they're bringing in another factor now. You know, because they brought in the clubs
they're
and
bring in the Jews.
Oh my goodness, yeah, because y'all know, if y'all know, they buy up a lot of Brooklyn.
They own it all.
But anyway, that's it. I'm Jazz.
I'm Britt.
NYCWAO.
You said.